fighting the fight alone. This is what I've struggled with as an entrepreneur throughout my business. And it really was only until this year that I realized that I cannot do this alone. And I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about my peers, my colleagues, people above me. I don't know what you call those people. They're not your peers. I don't know, like your contemporaries, like you're the thought leaders in your industry. I need everybody to help me. And this is what I struggle with so much. I thought I could market all my online courses myself. It was my product. It's me. It's featuring me. It's got my big dumb face in the middle of it. So I figured like no one else is going to help me, or like how can I get them to I'm selling me. I'm selling my product. No one else who is in the same industry as me, is another video production, is another filmmaker, is going to actually want to advertise or promote or work with me or endorse me like that. So that was my like closed-minded, cynical thinking. And I was like, well, I just do it. I've done everything else myself. I'll just do this myself. And this is probably one of the biggest mistakes I made. I was producing all the content. I made all the YouTube videos. I made all the hype videos. I was running all the Facebook ads. I was doing all the marketing, social media, everything, newsletter campaigns, podcasts. I was running all the campaigns, and not just Facebook ads. I tried LinkedIn ads, Twitter ads, Google ads. I was just like, I don't know what the hell I was doing at one point. Like for the personal branding course, I was running all 4 platform ads at the same time. And it's just like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing with LinkedIn ads. What are you doing, Jordan? You think like that people, just because they like personal branding and they're on LinkedIn, that they want to get better at personal branding, that they're going to see your ad and you're not even spending enough money here. And this was the mistake in my marketing. When it comes from the seller, it's marketing. When it comes from the buyer, it's social proof. And this is what I didn't quite understand. Of course, I know what reviews are. Of course, I understand testimonials. But I was like, okay, I don't need that, or how am I going to get that, Jordan? Like, or, thinking to myself, like, if I don't have any customers, how can I get customer reviews? Or how can I get testimonials of this product that was launched today? How can people endorse this if they haven't even seen it, haven't even used it? And it comes in a different flavor. So when it's marketing, when even like this is content marketing, what you're watching right now, this stream, this video, listening to this podcast, this is marketing. It's not paid marketing, it's free marketing. It's content marketing. It's all marketing because it's coming from me and I was directing you to go do something or tell you about my product or service. When it comes from other people talking about me, it's social proof, it's validation, it's credibility, it's ethos, whatever you want to call it in your little world. And these are things like testimonials, which is, I call testimonials aren't so much, what's the difference between like a testimonial and a review? A testimonial, I would say, is a review about a person, and reviews in the traditional sense are the review about the product or the course or the offer itself. So a testimonial is like, okay, Jordan was very great to work with. He had really effective advice that changed my business overnight. That's I would say is a testimonial. And a review is like, the course is great, very informative, loved it, would recommend it to a friend. That's a review. Affiliates, in a way, is kind of social proof. It's there has to be some transparency between you, the seller, and the affiliate marketer, the person who is the affiliate, and their customers. You don't want to say like, you don't want to pretend like you're just doing this all for free. I am being paid to say this. This is a paid sponsor from Jordan. Jordan, you should try Jordan's course. That's, but at the same time, it's still kind of social proof. It's a different person saying something about a company, about a service, about a product. Other people's channels, and I should have like put a little sub bullet here. Should be like other people's channels. And what I say for this is kind of the some people call this like list hacking. You're finding other people who have audiences, who have already built up audience. They're an Instagram influencer. They have a big YouTube channel. They have a big podcast, and you go on there yourself and talk about your product, talk about your life, talk about your story. You hear this all the time. I mean, it's like half the Joe Rogan guests that you see, they're trying to, they do it in a really tasteful way, but they're coming, or most people that you see, even I was watching Saturday Night Live yesterday, and those people, those celebrities aren't there randomly. They're there to sell the movie. They're there to sell a product, to sell something, sell a book that's coming out. So I should have approached that. Or this never occurred to me. Like, oh, get on other people's podcasts, Jordan. Get on other people's shows. Get other people to talk about your work and you, and then their audience will be driven to your site. So you're taking someone, or even things like newsletters, like, hey, can I be on your newsletter? I have this new product. I have this new online course. I think your audience will really benefit from this. Can you write me up a newsletter? Or how do I get onto your newsletter? Or can I buy my way onto your newsletter? And they'll say, yeah, sure. You can buy a slot. We can do a whole issue for you. We can do a Friday issue on you. And they are driving their audience to your site. And it's social proof because the person who owns the newsletter, who owns that list, is validating you, giving you that credibility. And they're endorsing, in a way, they're endorsing you by association, directly, but just even things like being on someone else's show. The people on my show, the guests I have on my show, I would endorse them if they came to me with a product. And I always do this with every podcast guest. I say, in the behind the scenes before we get started and actually start recording, I say, you tell me what you want to promote. You tell me what websites you want me to send people to. At the very end, I say, please promote whatever you got going on. Tell us about where we can go to find your work. And then in the show notes, I'll say, what link do you want me to put? Do you want me to send them directly to your website, to a new product, to a course that you got? And I'm validating that person. I'm saying this person is great. I would associate with this person. Here's the episode. Here's the link. Here's their product. So that's social proof. And I'm talking a lot about this, and maybe this will probably be clipped into a whole little episode here, but social proof, when it comes from, again, let me just kind of take a screenshot of this. When it comes from the seller, it's marketing. When it comes from the buyer, it's social proof.